In today's video, I've got my sleeves rolled up. That's based on feedback from the last video where people wanted to see my arms on the bandoneon and see the strap much more clearly on my wrist. Now, you may have noticed that my playing ability hasn't improved much since the last video, but remember, these videos aren't to show you any musical ability, they're to show you the bandoneon itself. And what I wanted to do was carry on in the same line as the previous video, showing the grip and control one gains over the Atzarin Bandonion using the new hand grips, the Esku Aske grips. And I thought one of the best ways to do that was to show it being played over one leg standing up. Now, playing standing up is quite possible on a traditional bandoneon. It's not at all easy, but with other kinds of bandoneons where the grips are different, it usually becomes much more difficult. The strap is usually a lot looser and it allows the hands to slip up while you're trying to lift the ends to be able to play the instrument. So the idea of this video was to show that it's actually quite easy to grip the instrument and play standing up on the Atzarin Bandonion. Over here to my left, I've got what I was using to stand on. This is a hard carrying case for the bandoneon. I stand it vertically, and I put one foot on top there, and then I can play standing up. Now, there's just one other thing I'd like to say in this video, and that's related to interesting things that happen when preparing a piece of music for the Atzarin Bandonion. Okay, I've got the bandoneon again. I wanted to make some comments about preparing a piece to be played on the Atzarin Bandonion. One of the things that needs to be done first of all is to check for what I call extreme notes. Extreme notes on the treble keyboard, on the right hand keyboard, would be either notes at the bass end that are below A, below middle C. The reason for that is that we have A closing the bellows on the push here, and also opening the bellows, the first button on the middle row there. So that note is the last repeated note, and there are three other notes below that which are not repeated. So I was saying that this first button here is A. That's opening the bellows. If I close the bellows, it's A flat or G sharp. And then on this last button here, on the third row, the first button on the third row, we have G opening the bellows and G flat or F sharp closing the bellows. So there are three notes at the bass end that are not repeated. So we need to look out for those notes in the score in any bar of music to be ready for them, because that's where you're going to really have to plan what direction of the bellows you're playing the notes in. You need to plan bellows reversals very carefully around those notes. And something similar happens at the treble end. The last repeated note is G sharp. That's repeated on the first row, where my index finger is, opening the bellows. So I said closing the bellows, it's the last button on the middle row. That's G sharp or A flat. So opening, we've got A, and that note is not repeated. And then on the last button on the first row, last button on the first row is quite difficult to see there. Closing, I have B flat. an opening B. There's always a semitone difference on the same button, between the two notes that are produced, with the higher note sounding when opening the bellows. So we've got notes that can only be played, or tones that can only be played in one direction of the bellows, and that's what you need to look out for in any piece of music. And the piece of music that I've chosen for this video, Misty, is a good example of that. I use a lead sheet, so I only have the melody written for piano. It's the right hand stave only, and it's got the chord names written at the top of each bar. The third bar is in the chord of A flat major 7, and there's a melodic run which goes from G, A flat, C, E and G. That's starting from G below middle C, so starting here. Notice that this is one of the notes that I can only get in one direction of the bellows on the right hand. So there, that G is opening, and A flat would be closing the bellows. It's another of the notes that I can only get in one direction of the bellows. And that would then carry on if I played this on the right hand. We would have opening, closing. Now it is possible, but it's uncomfortable to do that quick bellows reversal, particularly in a piece like this, which is a more mellow piece of music. Changing the bellows direction like that will have an audible impact on the music. So the solution is to include the first two notes, the G and the A flat, on the left hand. Now, on the left hand, I said earlier that I'm using a lead sheet, so I've got the chord names at the top of the bar, and I said that this was A flat major 7. But I'm playing it straight style, so fundamental, and then adding the chords. In fact, I hold the fundamental, so that would be that bar. But I'm going to put in the G and the A flat. That's how I play it. Fundamental, hold on to it. G, A flat, upper notes of the chord. I'll repeat that without playing at the same time. Fundamental first, I stick in the G and the A flat, and then the upper notes of the chord. I'm holding on to the fundamental for the 2 beats. And then that leads into A flat minor 7. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.